Vincent Titanji, in the name of the Almighty God and the Republic of Cameroon, represented by His Excellency the Head of State, President Paul Biya, is now installed as the Premier Vice Chancellor of the landmark Metropolitan University.
Tuesday, October 10, 2023, Professor Vincent P.K. Titanji was installed as the Vice Chancellor of Landmark Metropolitan University, Buea. Addressing the staff, students, and guests present, Professor Simon Lega, President of Landmark Metropolitan University, expressed his gratitude to Professor P.K. Titanji for accepting the task of being the Vice Chancellor of Landmark Metropolitan University, despite the huge task ahead of him.
Former Vice Chancellor of the University of Buea and a visionary leader and a community leader, he assumes the role of our inaugural Vice Chancellor. His reputation for academic excellence and commitment to the advancement of education, both nationally and internationally, precede him and has been the reason for Landmark inviting him to serve in this capacity. I know Titanji will be very proud that his own product and son, Professor Simon Lega, who has become his employer today, and he's equally very proud of all the good product that he has produced.
Born in Balinyonga in the northwest region of Cameroon in 1947, Professor Pride Kedinga Titanji had a master's degree in animal biochemistry from the Lomonosov Moscow State University, Russia, in 1968 to 1973, and a PhD in physiological chemistry from Uppsala University, Sweden, from 1973 to 1978. Upon his return to Cameroon, Professor P.K. Titanji worked as an associate lecturer and researcher at the QS Yaoundé from 1979 to 1982. In 1982, he was recruited at the Faculty of Science of the University of Yaoundé 1 as a senior lecturer and rose to the rank of associate in 1988 and full professor in 1999. Professor P.K. Titanji was pioneer coordinator of the Biotechnology Center and the Biotechnology Unit, respectively, at the University of Yaoundé and the University of Buea, where he also served as rector and vice chancellor from the year 2006 to 2012. He is a researcher who has developed new diagnostic tests, vaccines, and drug candidates for the control of river blindness and malaria. He has trained 25 PhD graduates, more than 60 master students, over a dozen postdoctorates, and published over 130 papers in international peer-reviewed journals. For different professional and academic caps on his head. Also installed alongside the Vice Chancellor of Landmark Metropolitan University was Professor Visemi William Mufi as Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of teaching at Landmark Metropolitan University, Professor Nde Ningo as Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of research and cooperation, Dr. Mfo Friedrich as Registrar of Landmark Metropolitan University, Dr. Naiga Donji as Dean of Landmark School of Medical and Biomedical Sciences, Dr. Ernest Wanyu as Dean of Academic Affairs, Ms. Sangwese Kelvin Akame as the Dean of Students Affairs, Madame Charles Delphine Eloy as Director of Landmark School of Business and Social Science, Mr. Carl Kesinga as Director of Landmark Institute of Technology, and Madame Luma Augusta as Sub-Director for Engineering and Technology. The event, which took place at Landmark Campus B, 3rd Malingo Road towards Mile 18 Buea, was done under the watchful eyes of the Divisional Officer for Buea, Abba Abdurrahman, who had these words to say at the end of the event.
So I want to use this opportunity to congratulate him as a vision bearer of this laudable initiative, which is that of educating, training the next generation. They are always seeking new horizons. They are always seeking for next level abilities. They are always forging themselves so that they are capable to unlock disruptive opportunities.
Professor P.K. Titanji, the Vice Chancellor of Landmark Metropolitan University, says how elated he is to have been picked out to head Landmark Metropolitan University as the Vice Chancellor. He was speaking to Blossom TV.
Landmark University is the same as for all universities in the world at large. That is to train people, men and women of character, who are well equipped, knowledge, professional skills, and who are ready to go out and serve. The only challenge we can look up today is that of transition, because even if you have been working successfully in one institution, when you move into another, there's always a period of settling down. And what we see today is, and hope for, is a bright future for this institution, and we're encouraging all those who would like to come and study here to do so.
He equally caught up with the Prophet Simon Lega, president of Landmark Metropolitan University, at the end of the installation ceremony to find out the result of the choices they made as principal staff of Landmark Metropolitan University.
Professor Vincent, P.K. Titanji, and other top professors have been installed, as Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans and Directors. Now, our vision is to bring in this university dons with all their experiences put together to be able to achieve the landmark vision of providing the highest possible standard when it comes to higher education, not only in Cameroon but around the world. Because today, landmark training platform is global. Thank you. Vision is partnering with the states to provide quality higher education to young Cameroonians and young Africans. And we do offer programs that are both local programs and programs stemming from the School of Business, School of Engineering, School of Health Sciences, and School of Culture. So those are the programs that we offer. And if you're a landmark student, you have the opportunity to study both at the HND level, degree level, and at the master's degree level for now. Our PhD programs will only be launched very soon. And
News, I'm Kina Metige.